Good
Hi,
to be
Deb.
with you, my love.
I love you.
It's so
Deb,
fun to be
who's
here.
amazing with anything in the kitchen. But let me just tell you what. First of all, we talk about Tupperware. For over 80 years.
Exactly.
Innovation, creating functioning items that are not just about storage, my friends, because you are going to see something off the charts with this pressure cooker today. First of all, let me just tell you what. We had it for one show.
Right.
Sold out completely. It is just back in stock. It is at the lowest price ever tonight. And you're looking at going, pressure cooker? And it's the best of pressure cooking and microwave cooking. You're like, wait, I can't even get it. I don't understand it. Wait till we show you the demo. But tonight, from $150, it is $99.95. Fastest way to cook, hands down. And
the pressure went out already.
The pressure already went out.
Yes, it does. So we'll show them on our other demonstration. But what's happening inside of here, Bobby, you'll see steam as I open this up. The plastic blew my mind. When I first brought it home, I was like, how can you pressure cook?
It doesn't even look like
no,
plastic.
it doesn't even look like plastic. It doesn't feel like plastic. But what it's doing is this seal is locking in water-soluble nutrients. It's locking in flavors. Can you smell how beautiful that corn is?
Oh, my gosh.
It is going to help you make meals faster than you can drive through
and
the drive-thru.
healthier, I bet, too, because you're keeping all the flavor and nutrients in there.
Like, let me show you a quick dinner now.
Okay.
Bobby, you work really, really hard. I know you love to cook. I love to cook.
Yes,
Nobody loves to cook more than me, but you know what? With my busy lifestyle, sometimes I want food.
Fast.
I'm starving. I mean, you know, and I want to have something delicious, and I want to have it at home. I don't want to go to a drive-thru.
Okay.
So I'm adding rice, uncooked rice. This is rice with a little turmeric in it. You can buy it in the grocery store.
Love that.
I'm going to add in chicken. This is a pound of chicken.
Okay.
Uncooked. I'm going to add in 2 cups of water.
Okay, 2 cups
All right.
of water.
This one's not too hard, right, Bobby? Even if you can't cook, this is perfect for even a high school student or a college student.
That's it, okay.
I'm going to line up the lid, and this is as hard as it's going to get. You line the arrows up, you press down the handle. We're going to pop this in the microwave.
That's it.
That's it. And
so I don't have to wait like
minutes.
we do with pressure cookers time.
Nope.
You have to wait and wait and wait for it to pressurize.
I'm not waiting for it to come to pressure. I'm not setting in for that time.
So you're already cutting about, what, 15, 20 minutes?
Exactly, cutting off your cooking time. Over here, I'm gonna set this for 12 minutes. Now, 12 minutes, this will cook the chicken. It will fluff the rice. It will infuse with flavor. I'm doing it in one pot. That weighs next to nothing, which I can pop into the dishwasher afterwards. This is the way that
It's amazing.
it's a game changer. It's a game changer because I did 5 ears of corn in under 12 minutes. Normally, if you were to cook corn, it would take you 12 minutes for the water to come to a boil.
Exactly.
Then you add in the corn. Now, not only is this corn going to be cooked to perfection, because inside the pressure cooker, it's not the ones on the bottom that cook different than the ones on the top, like when we're boiling. When you pressure cook, you are locking in all of the nutrients. The only thing that's healthier than eating vegetables in a pressure cooker would be to pull them out of the ground. That's the only way that you could have more nutrient retention.
Analogy.
You know, but the flavors are the key thing. Like I know that you got your pretty lipstick on, but that corn on the cob will be the best corn of your life. If you
I can tell from
only
the
buy
color,
it from that,
too,
yes.
right?
That's color stays in
It
too.
does. Like when you're cooking your green vegetables, so many times you finish cooking them in the water. By the time you boil them, they sit in the water. They're not like the broccoli's not green anymore.
Exactly.
There go all of the best parts.
Water-soluble nutrients, the colors, all of that is so represent. And again, these are like colors on steroids. So I want you to wrap your head around this. Your microwave, what do you use it for? Heating up your coffee in the morning? Now it will actually help you to do, how about pulled pork in 20 minutes?
20 minutes?
20 minutes, not 60 minutes with 30 minutes of coming up to pressure. I'm going to release this is how you would release the steam. I'm not under pressure right at this very moment. I'm gonna twist the lid, I'm gonna open the lid, and you're gonna look inside, and Bobby, these are country ribs. Country ribs in the grocery store are probably one of the least expensive pieces of pork that you can buy. Most people, like I know at the Winn-Dixie store, they're like always buy one, get one. Now this is 20 minutes under pressure, and look at how it's like butter. Wow, can you see how it's just falling apart? Just like regular pulled pork, instead of doing the whole shoulder and it taking about 90 minutes, now if your family if you're trying to get dinner on the table and you want to have delicious memories and you want to save money by buying less expensive cuts of meat.
That's a great point.
And I was even talking to the young man in the kitchen. He was saying that, you know, he has to start watching for his heart because his family has heart conditions. You know, it even requires less sodium when you're cooking inside of a pressure cooker.
And you know what you do? Like if you think about, like I think of my mother-in-law who's always afraid to go buy pressure cookers, even some of the newer ones. This, you're putting in the microwave. And I wish you could all be here to feel this because honestly, the fact that this is a plastic, a polymer, it doesn't feel like it. It feels so sturdy. I mean, it's so incredibly well made, and I think you can even see that over here, too. We can just show you the unit afterwards itself. You get the cookbook that comes with it, but this will change. It'll change your life.
It will literally change your life.
I see why this sold out so fast.
I've been doing this one demonstration, and I have to say, like you and I were talking about on the phone, she called me, she's like, Deb, I get to do the show with you. And I've done so many parties at her home, and she knows I have my own catering business. I love to cook. If you called me and said, Deb, make me mashed potatoes, I would jump out of bed to be able to cook.
She would.
I would tell you if I cooked and I basted and I baked and I reduced and I broiled and I simmered, I can't make it come out tasting better than it can in the pressure cooker. And this is like it's like a lightning fast pressure cooker. Now what I'm doing right now is I am making a peach cake. I'm putting cake. I'm putting that cake mix right there, Bobby. And I know you like to bake. I'm gonna put the cake mix in and I'm folding in some nice fresh peaches because it is peach season, but you could have put them all on the bottom. I'm putting the entire box of cake mix in here. And guess how long I'm gonna cook this in the microwave?
How many?
Just take a guess.
Well, let's see, 15, 20?
How about 10 minutes?
Oh my.
And this is going to be like having immediate gratification. You will scream, and not only because you can make it fast. And that's all you do is line
it up and push it down, that's it.
Push it down, open the microwave for me, my dear.
Okay, yes ma'am.
All right, so I'm gonna pop this in here. We're gonna set this for 10 minutes. And then, the only way, some microwaves have lower wattage, and in those cases, worst case scenario, you have to add a minute to your cook time. 1 minute.
Got it.
One minute. But again, it's like everyone has a microwave. You probably use it for reheating leftovers. How about making beef stew in 20 minutes?
Takes it to a new level. And here's the thing. You are buying it right now, lowest price, and I didn't even realize it's on 5 FlexPay payments. It's $19.99 to get it home. And this is what we can tell you. You can be here, you can watch Deb, you can see this as a demonstration, you go, no, there's no way. How can this possibly be? That's why I just put it in your cart. You get it home and you will see for yourself the most amazing, delicious meals because you're keeping the flavor, you're locking in the nutrients, and the fact that it's cutting the time. So, and then with a regular pressure cooker, again, normally you have to wait for the unit to come to pressure. You're not waiting for any of that. You're gonna flip out when you see what you can do. We have a little book that comes with it also that kind of explains different, is that for me?
And you know what else I did, Bobby, is I actually, when we did our first presentation, with Callie, and it sold out in seconds because no one's ever seen one of these before. Unless you went to one of our home parties, you never saw this. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of recipes on Pinterest and online because people are so addicted to them. But this is only my 3rd presentation on air with this. But I posted every recipe that you're seeing tonight. It is on hsn.com.
Oh, good.
Make 1 or 2 of them. And if the food is not delicious, if this isn't the easiest and the fastest, send it back. But I guarantee you, you're not going to send it back. You're going to go, the one comment that she read the other night, Sarah goes, where have you been all my life? But I mean, that was 20 minutes, Bobby. I threw the meat in, I threw the potatoes, I put in the onions, and I put in the carrots and some tomato paste. This is what you get after 20 minutes. Not 20 minutes to come to pressure and then 20 minutes of cook time. That is 20 minutes cook time altogether.
And easier to clean, easier to use. You're right.
Goes in the microwave.
There were lots of wonderfuls. There were lots of fantastics. There were lots of awesomes. These are all the reviews because, as we mentioned, it is a huge customer pick at hsn.com. And this is like really only the 2nd time it's been on the air because we had it sold out completely, but we brought it back, tonight from $150 to it is $50 off, and that's it. Like, see what I mean? If you look at it, I mean, and the capacity is 2
It's 2 quarts.
Quarts, that's what I thought. Okay,
That's a lot of
2-quart
space.
capacity.
That's a lot
But
of
if you
rice,
look at this,
a lot of potatoes.
You listen to this. I mean, first of all, in a million years, I would never even think that it is like a
I know. Wait till you see that when I try to let the pressure out so you can see it.
Same with the lid. Here's the book that comes with it, but the best part is what you can do.
It's one-pot meals. You can do one-pot meals. You can do just your vegetables as your side dishes. You can use it just for rice, do 10-minute rice. But over here, this is one of my favorite new dishes. This is my chicken Thai curry. Now you have to taste the red Thai curry sauce.
Smells amazing.
Now, you could not get this delivered to your home. You couldn't get takeout as fast as this takes.
Good.
And you could do this from frozen, but this is just frozen. This is chicken. I have onions. I have peppers. I have any kind of vegetables you have in the house. I cut up the chicken, I put the coconut milk in, I put in the red Thai curry paste, the fish sauce, a little bit of sugar. Isn't that the most delicious thing you've ever had?
You know what I just thought, Debbie? Isn't this a great Mother's Day gift?
Perfect Mother's Day gift.
Mother's Day gift.
You know, so many of the people that at my church, those moms, they have 3 and 4 kids, they just live in their car. They're driving them to all their sporting events. You know, they're not eating delicious home-cooked meals. This is the way to get delicious home-cooked meals on the table. Groceries are at a price right now that they give me. I'm actually having anxiety pains when I'm grocery shopping. Now you can buy less expensive cuts of meat. You can buy a few things in the grocery aisle according to some of the recipes I'll give you, and you can save money on groceries. You can eat healthier. You can buy time with your family. Like over here, this is something I want to show you. How about potatoes? How many make homemade potatoes for potato salad, maybe for mashed potatoes? That's Sunday cooking in most people's world, right?
Yep.
It's going to be 20, 25 minutes, and you got to clean your pot, and it's a lot of work. This right here, in 12 minutes, I'm infusing my potatoes tonight with dill, because I'm going to turn this into potato salad for the weekend. But this could be mashed potatoes. I could put whole cloves and garlic in there. See the arrows? You line up the arrows, you set it down. It won't lock if this handle's down in place. It won't budge. This is our steam release button. So now we're going to twist it. And now we'll press down our...
That's all you do, guys.
Wow. Now, what you're seeing here, these 2 little silicone seals, if I became too much pressure in there, maybe your microwave was hotter, the steam will come out so that it keeps it at the perfect 5 pounds of pressure.
It's not going to explode.
It's not going to explode.
Yesteryears.
Exactly. And this little button is going to come up like you're going to see on our chicken and yellow rice. But this goes right into the microwave, and when I'm done, because of that seal, I could put my leftovers in the refrigerator in it, lock in the leftovers, and then when I'm done with that, I can reheat it the next night without dirtying any more dishes, and then it goes into the dishwasher.
Leave it to Tupperware.
This is like a time machine. Exactly.
And there's a whole cult following now, right?
Exactly. I wear these dresses because, you know, Brownie Weiss, she was the one that started the patio parties. She's the one that put Tupperware on the map. She's the one that made it so women could stay home and raise their family and make a little extra money or a lot of extra money. She did that, and it is for 80 years. They've made our lives better with high quality plastics, BPA free, not putting stuff in our landfill, but coming out with quality innovations that make our life better. And I want to support companies like that, Bobby. 100%. I want my dollars to go, because I'm going to school for business right now, and there's a lot of meatballs out there that don't care about what happens to the people in their community and that work for them. Tupperware is one of those brands that we love them. I'm going to show you these. I believe I'm about to open this up. But I'm also going to show you, Bobby, if you only bought it as a microwave rice cooker, how long does it take to bring your water to a boil on top of the stove?
It takes a long, long time in my stove for some reason. I don't know why.
Sometimes the pots and pans are a little thick on the bottom. Not that it's bad to have a big bottom, but when they're thicker on the bottom, what happens? Maybe the rice sticks and it burns a little bit. I add my rice, I add my water, I line up my lid, and as soon as my microwave is free, I'm going to have 8 cups of rice in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Fluffy, perfect, delicious.
Wow. And okay, I want to say thank you. We have a lot of people shopping, and this is what happened the last time that we had this here. And have you ever seen anything like it? I know I haven't. And anything that is going to save time, save money, and give you better tasting food, right? And Deb is so right. The great thing about pressure cooking that we all loved, right, is that you could buy lesser priced pieces of meat, but they're not, by the time you go to eat them, you're still going to get meat that is beautiful and tender. You're going to keep the nutrients. You're going to keep all the best parts of everything in that meal. But you can do entire meals. Fastest way to cook. easy as we're showing, whether it's a vegetable, whether it is a soup, whether it's the cake that's about ready to come out of the oven. And I know, and I want to, and I invite everyone, go and read the reviews at hsn.com, because it immediately became a customer pick.
It
and like
did.
I said, we didn't really know when we first had this. So this is the chicken dish that we started with.
This is the dish we started with. And what I want to start here, I don't know if you guys can see, but do you see how this is raised up? Kind of looks like a cribbage peg, where before it was flush down below.
Right.
That means I'm under pressure. So watch this. Now, when they sent this to me, I didn't believe, I know this sounds terrible. I'm sorry, Tupperware, I'm being honest. I didn't believe it was really under pressure. I'm like, I understand pressure.
Whoa!
Okay, ready? Do it again. Is that pressure? See that steam right there? If you can see that steam, you know what that steam is? That's flavor. That's water-soluble nutrients. That pressure is gonna break down the surface tension of whatever we're cooking. So what would normally be maybe rubbery or hard, because I didn't do anything to that boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Right.
Most recipes will say use thighs because they'll be more soft or tender.
Exactly.
That was boneless,
Season
skinless
it.
chicken breast in the rice. And we're gonna let it sit for a second to let that liquid evaporate in.
Look at that.
Okay, wait till you taste this, Bobby. So I gave
And this was
to
10 minutes.
12 minutes
12
altogether.
minutes, okay.
All right, so our chicken, now it's not
Oh my
just
gosh,
cooked.
look at
Can you see
that.
it's like falling apart like shredded chicken in
Yes,
12
not
minutes.
dry.
Not dry, not
Ooh.
hard. Our rice, fluffy, perfect. I'm gonna stir in some peas. I'd like to put a little olives in mine at home. We call this
Ooh, I
chicken
like that idea,
Valencia in
too.
our family. My bonus mom is from Cuba, so I've been able to learn some beautiful,
Wow.
but now, taste this rice.
That is so good.
And it's not hard. Can you show each kernel of rice how fluffy and perfect that is?
Oh, perfectly made.
That tiny little bit of liquid in here will just absorb back up into the rice. Now,
Wow, let's see. Oh, perfect.
isn't that
Perfect.
delicious?
It's absolutely perfect. It's not, the rice is perfect. It's not too sticky. It's not too
Not too
dry.
hard.
Not too hard.
But think about
But the
that. You have
flavor.
enough food in here for 4 people that I
Easily.
think altogether it cost me $6 for all the ingredients, maybe a little more because of the peas.
Wow.
$6,
Think about that.
12 minutes,
$6
and 12 minutes.
12 minutes to feed a family of 4.
I think that that's a deal breaker right
can
there.
I tell you what?
I'm gonna get this
That
cake
is,
out. You're
that
gonna
is
scream.
absolutely the deal breaker. And I know we only have like 5 more minutes remaining, but you're buying it tonight at $50 off. And the 5 Flex Pay, we gotta love it, right? What that is, by the way, that is not layaway. That's on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay, no interest whatsoever, $19.99 to get this home. And by the way, back for the first time after a complete sellout. So it is, tonight's the night, one color, and Mother's Day, Mother's Day. I think this is the coolest gift idea. And if you're that person who always kind of gravitates to something new and exciting in the culinary world, this is it.
This is the deal. I mean, I am mad for this product. And I've probably used mine, and one of the ones on the table is mine, and I think I've used it at least 100 times.
Oh my
and
God.
because of the type of polymer that it is, it's actually not showing any use whatsoever.
Okay.
If you'll notice, we're still under pressure.
Ready?
And you can hear that.
You sure
That
can.
is pressure, ladies and gentlemen. And what is pressure? Think about your pressure washer. If you take your hose, Bobby, and you try to wash your house, what happens? Nothing.
Nothing,
Right?
yeah.
But you put a pressure washer on it, it restricts the water,
Right.
and it'll take paint off. It's the same thing with a pressure cooker. When the steam can't escape, it goes back into the food, making it more tender, more
Moist.
flavorful, more infused with
Yes.
flavor, and more nutrient enriched. But now you can save those
can't.
nutrients and have a cake. All right, so here's our cake.
Made a cake.
A cake, and look at it's bouncing, it's done. And I'm on live television. Boy, it'd be terrible if it didn't cook, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how many I've done? A lot.
Oh man, that looks good.
And now that's not just the fact that we're doing a cake. It's the crumb inside this cake that is unbelievable, because I don't know if they can see it in here, but
trying to
for
get- oh, yeah,
some
we got the camera
reason,
right there.
when you look inside, Can you see how tender that crumb is?
Can we turn it right there? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
crumbly and dry like cake.
No, not at all.
It is more, I think, more like a steamed pudding.
Oh, man, that is good.
Is that ridiculous?
Oh my gosh, that is ridiculously good.
spice
But you're
cake-
right. It's like very, very, very moist.
It's like a sponge cake.
It is like a sponge. Yeah, right, you can see that. It is like a sponge cake.
It's like a
You guys can
sponge
see
cake
that.
in 10 minutes. Talk about if you only bought it
For the
to make
cake.
cakes for your kids' church
Wow.
or for church or for class or is that the most delicious thing ever?
That is so amazingly
I'm telling
good.
you, I put this recipe
Oh my gosh,
up. I
you
just put
guys.
up on my page today. Any cake mix, obviously make them from scratch. I make my daughter's gluten-free carrot cake in there, and everyone's like, "That's the best thing I've ever made." But you can take the worst cake mix, and it's delicious
And how
in
many
here.
times, like cakes, I mean, I love to bake, but I'm just, they're
Dry?
so dry. Yes, dry, dry, dry all the time, and it makes me nuts. There's nothing dry about this cake. Oh, here, I wish you guys were all here.
Come on in.
Yeah,
Come
come
on
on
in.
in. I
Come
wish you
on
could
in.
all come in here and taste this. $50 off today for this unit. And all we can say is, like when they're gone, we